Hey YouTube, it's MrLuBuFu, and I've been thinking that I've put off the 200 subscriber videos so long that it's now going to be I'm checking it right now, it's going to be a 229 subscriber special video giveaway sort of thing. It's close enough. I mean, it's what? Slightly more than 10%? Good enough. Okay. So, we've got, I decided a long time ago that I was going to make this a Q&A sort of thing, so I had you guys leave comments a while back, and I've been saving them and thinking about legitimate answers and getting everything together. So, it's going to be Q&A, it's going to be edited all together, but we've got, so we've got the Q&A, and then there's going to be the giveaway at the end. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be cut up so I can edit all this together. So enjoy. Okay, so the first question I got is, or the first one I'm going to answer is, why did I start playing Magic? Smiley face. I like the smiley face. So I first got introduced to Magic when I was in high school. I was in a summer camp for electrical engineering. And it was a 6-week long live at the actual university thing, and everyone there played Magic except me. So everyone had their crazy decks, and then there was little old me. So naturally, I got sucked into this. That was a good time. That's when I got introduced to Firefly, and Stargate, and Magic. So it was a good summer for learning about cool things. So they taught me how to play. I learned very slow. This is I want to say back when damage stacked too, so it was really interesting. And again, since I didn't own cards, but once the summer ended, right? I didn't own cards. People just loaned me decks. I enjoyed playing with the white angel deck, to be honest. You can see the seeds of why I like the angel so much. But since I didn't own cards, right, I didn't get sucked in after the summer was done. So then, a couple years pass, go to college, my roommate plays. He had 2 decks. So we'd play one against the other. He had, his insane deck, and then I would get the other one, and I would always keep losing. So I was starting to get reeled in there, and what put the nail in the coffin for me playing Magic was my RA actually shows up with a stack of cards like that. Most of them commons, uncommons, couple foils in there, just cards he didn't really care about. And that officially just got me hooked. I enjoyed the deck building process. It's funny that I beat my friend's deck that had like Mirari's Wakes and whatnot. Again, this is not standard, this is just him building a fun deck. It was just Mirari's Wakes and insane. He had Garooks, and he would just have every good card, and then I beat him once with just commons, and it just made me smile so much. And that's why I started playing Magic, because it was like crack. Got given my first little bit by my RA, and then once you're in, you can't get out. Okay, so next is someone asked me what sets were going around when I actually started playing Magic. So I'm not sure what sets were around when I was in that summer camp. I didn't get sucked into it, but I know when I finally got into it was during the Rise of Eldrazi / M11 phase of Magic. So I'm a fairly recent player in that sense, but I've been learning about the older sets. Okay, so this next one's gonna have kind of a long answer. Someone asked me, how did I come up with my YouTube name? I mean, MrLuBuFu does not exactly seem like something completely obvious. So, in high school, long ago, we had a project that was called CAS, C-A-S. It was abbreviated for Creativity, Action, and Service, and you had to do 50 hours of each. So 50 hours of community service, 50 hours of doing something creative. So I did, for example, glass blowing. And then you do 50 hours of action, which I did fencing. So it was a pretty good project, but it's just, again, 150 hours, so it was a doozy. So the day that it was due, a friend of mine, who also happened to be the valedictorian, decided that the letters C, A, and S should be removed from the alphabet. No word should have those letters in it. So, naturally, being the people that we were, we started figuring out, okay, what happens to our names? Most people's names would lose like 1 or 2 letters. So if you think someone called Smith, or John Smith, for example, would become John Myth, right? So, not a huge difference. Turns out that my name, my first and last name together, is 15 letters. And when you take out the letters C-A-S, it goes from 15 to 6. And what's left is L-U-B-U-F-U. So, LuBuFu. So, long ago, when I first was on YouTube, I just created an account for creating an account. I took the name LuBuFu. And then when I finally decided, hey, I'm going to start making videos, I'll just use that account. It's going to be great. I forgot the password. And I used some phony email address, or not phony, a different email address that I also forgot the password to. I even forgot what the email address was. So I was like, what am I going to do now? So the natural response is I'll just make a new account, have it completely clean slate, I'll just put a Mr. in front, and there you go. And that's how my name, or my YouTube name, became MrLuBuFu. And now we've got a question that I had to think about a little, or not really think about, it's just an opinion. Someone asked me if I'd ever want to be a pro Magic player. So, I would love to be a pro. It would be just an amazing experience. The problem with me being a pro is, like, there's 4 paths you have to go down if you want to actually go to at least a pro tour, which is something I really, really want to do. So option number 1 would be to win a PTQ. I go to whatever PTQ I can. I actually work most weekends, so I only get to go to 1 a year. And it's very difficult to win a PTQ just once. So there's that path, which is the one I'm actually going for. I really can't do much else. You can get to the Pro Tour if you have enough Planeswalker points, but that entails going to pretty much every Grand Prix and PTQ, so that kind of pushes me aside there. And then you have to be either in the Hall of Fame, which would be awesome, but I'm nowhere near that level. I love you guys. I know my subscribers would support me, but it's nowhere near enough to be on Luis Scott Vargas level, for example. So, in order for me to be a pro, I need to win a Pro Tour. If I do, I will be ecstatic, and I would love to be able to play in a Pro Tour and be a pro for Magic. It'd be cool. It'd be nice to document it all too on YouTube, so you guys can see what it's like. Okay. Before I answer the next question, this is for everyone who wants to enter the contest. I'm not a fan of people who just say, this is my entry, and just send it without actually watching the video. I can tell because I can see the hotspots when people start to decrease and when people respike. So I've noticed that during the announcement of anything beforehand, there's nothing, and there's a spike in people paying attention when I start mentioning the contest. So this is for you people that are actually watching the video. When you are writing in the comments down below, put, 1, don't write, this is my entry. And 2, put what number view you are, okay? Secret, shh, don't tell anyone. So, now someone asked me, what level of Planeswalker points am I? I am a level 27 guild mage with 626 lifetime points. Short, sweet, to the point. Next, we've got someone that asked me, what is it that makes me? And if so, how so, and maybe. Kind of a weirdly phrased question. So I'm going to say I'm mostly made of carbon. I would say that's a pretty important piece. And there's some oxygen, hydrogen. There's some other piece. I know there's some iron in my blood, so I float. No. So honestly, I mean, I really can't feasibly answer that question. It takes. I think it would take a while for me to describe what is it that makes me me. Hopefully I can hint at the type of person I am by, if you look, there's something different every shot. And I'm just trying to keep it up. I just have a good time, have fun, and try and be nice, make the world a better place. That's actually is my opinion on life, is trying to make the world better. Sorry to sound all stuck up and I just want to make the world a better place, but it's true. I smile at people. It's always nice. Yeah, there's really not much else to say. The next question, someone asks me, what is my favorite Magic card? And for me, it's kind of a tie between Platinum Angel, I really like a Chrome Angel of Wraths, and Phyrexian Obliterator. That's kind of, those are kind of the three that are vying for the top spot as my favorite Magic card. The next question is, how big is my collection of Magic? So I've got my giant binder here. You guys have seen this one. It's my special binder. Over there we've got 2 boxes filled with Magic cards. This is actually where I keep my decks. So this is my EDH one, and this is where I keep my drafting sleeves, which are angels. That really shouldn't surprise anyone. And then we've got my so I actually took my tokens out of my extras binder and actually just aligned them here so you can see there's sticky notes with the colors. So here's checklist cards, so if I go here I can pull out the checklist, here's poison counters, etc. And then here we've got my Pure Steel Paladin deck with Black Lotus sleeves. And then if we move over, we've got my trade binder. I'm certain you guys are probably more familiar with this. Here I've got my EDH deck, Generals Una Queen of the Fae. I actually made a video about that. And then if we actually pull open my horribly messy desk, you can see I've got more cards here. These are actually from the last episode of Pack Wars I just filmed. So I've got these, and then, well, I've got these giant stack of commons and uncommons. And I've got a couple fat packs, a couple more cards spread out there, more cards spread out there. Next question is, what made me start collecting Serra Angels or angels in general? So, like I mentioned before, my at the summer camp, my favorite deck to play with was the mono white angels with a chroma, and it had like Beacon of Immortality, so it doubled your life total, that sort of thing. So it was a lot of fun cards. I really enjoyed playing that deck a lot more. It had a lot of Wrath of Gods. I love Wrath effects. I don't know why. So that's where I got my first inkling of it. And then, to be honest, the reason I started collecting Serra Angels, you have to blame MTG82 guy. He sent me two older Serra Angels, and I love the art, and I was like, well, I mean, if I'm going to collect anything, I might as well collect Serra Angels. It's kind of silly to collect really expensive mythics like Phyrexian Obliterators, or so I just said, Serra Angels are a good card to collect. It's fun to have a lot of them and to show them off and say I like them. So that's what got me hooked into collecting the Serra Angels, and the angels in general. I've always liked them. I got my first little bit of that summer camp. I just always liked them. Now we've got, if someone asked me, if I went to an invitational and won, what colors would I be, and what would my card do? So it kind of sucks that they don't have any more invitationals. I thought they were really cool. Shows a lot. But if I went and won, I would build something that Wizards would promptly, never, ever print. Be a blue, white, black. So 1 blue, 1 white, 1 black. 2/1, just to keep the habit of the 2/1s up. And it's an angel, of course. And then it's a 2/1, or I said 2/1. Death Touch, Hexproof, Flying. And then it's tap, deals 1 damage to target creature. Yeah. Extremely overpowered, especially if they ever printed it in limited, but that's what I'd make it do. Next question is, what was the first deck I had fun playing at F&M? So I really didn't play too many times in Standard. They have Standard last week of the month instead of Draft. So I went there once by accident. I'm like, oh no, they have Standard here. So I played with this just really, really bad deck. I lost every single match. It was not even close. So I didn't have much fun then. But then I planned for the next one, and it was my all pump infect deck. This is before New Phyrexia, so before Glistener Elf. It was it was essentially all 2-drop creatures, and the rest of the deck was pump spells and Livewire Lash. That was it. And it was hysterical because I actually won with that deck multiple times. The only time I had real trouble was I went against the mono red. Like it wasn't like a standard mono red deck. It was just everything was burn, and then he had Quest for the Pure Flame, so he doubled his damage in one turn. So I essentially did the same thing just with Infect, and that was the first deck I actually had fun playing at FNM. So the next question I'm going to take kind of seriously. It's someone asked me wrote, "I'm new to Magic and stuff. What's drafting?" So drafting is a limited format. Limited being you use only cards in the sets that are there. So you don't bring your own cards. That'd be cheating. And then you play with packs. So you pay whoever's hosting it, and then you get 3 packs of whatever sets it's gonna be. Right now you'll get 3 of Innistrad. Before you could get 3 of M12, or when you've got a full block, you can get, New Phyrexia, Mirrodin Besieged, and Scars of Mirrodin, 1 of each. So what you do is you start out with your 3 packs. You go ahead and open one. Everyone sits in a circle-ish. It can be an oval, but you sit in a nice closed surface. And then you open up your pack. You flip through it. Where I draft, you take out the token in the land. In some places, you just take out the token. That's kind of arbitrary. So you flip through it. You take out 1 card you want to play with. Generally, it's removal, bomb, or just a rare that you want. Some people do that. You take it and you put it face down in front of you. If it's Innistrad and it's a double-sided card, you also have to put it in front of you. Then you do, and then you pass that to your left. Everyone will do this, so that way the guy on your right passes it to you. You go ahead and pick up your cards, and then you can flip through them. So now there's 1 less card in the pack. So then you flip through it, take 1 card out, pass it to the left. This goes all the way around once until all the cards in the packs are gone. You then can look at what you got, put it back down, and then you open your second pack. This time, instead of passing to the left, you pass to the right. So then you pass to the right again, taking cards, and then on pack 3, pass back to the left again. After that, what you do is you've got 42 cards, or you've got 42, 45 if they kept the land in, and then from those, you have to build a deck. You don't use all of them. You build a 40-card deck, and they'll provide land for you. So generally what you want is about 16, 17 lands, somewhere like that, and then everything else you want to be spells. You want to look, I recommend you check out a good drafting strategy. If you just check on YouTube, there's a couple of good ones out there for how to build a solid deck. And then everything else is your sideboard, and then you play with the deck you've got. Hopefully you do well. So that's how to draft, or that's what drafting is. So the next question, someone's asked me, would I ever consider doing an EDH tournament on YouTube? This is coming from knowing that I did the YouTube Community Cup over the summer, and I mean, for being the first time, it came out pretty nicely. It had its little kinks in it. So I would consider doing an EDH tournament. It's a lot of work. I don't think people understand how much I really put into the YouTube Community Cup, which you guys just see the videos, but I had to take a lot of time planning out what was going to happen, and I mean, I would love to co-host. Co-hosting's a lot better, because then I don't have to undertake everything myself, but I know for a fact this summer I want to do the YouTube Community Cup again. I know I want to do that. So we'll see. I mean, I'm more than willing to consider it, and who knows? Hey, hopefully we can get something like that going. So the next question is someone who asks me, or actually just wrote, "Hey, MrLuBuFu, look at my binder." I just want to say, yes, I look at all binders. If you send me a link, I'll be sure to check it out. It's kind of nice to let me know what you're looking for in advance, so I know roughly in value what I should do. But if you send me it, yeah, sure, I'm totally game. Just let me know that if there's actually something you want from my binder so I can work it, so I can plan out. So I say, oh, I love your Jace TMS, and you want one of my dual lands. Like, that's where it ends up awkward. The next one's kind of a serious one for me. I get a lot of messages from people saying, do you have any blank? Insert name of cards here. I'll tell you guys right now, everything that I have that's up for trade, I put in my trade binder. I don't leave anything else out. I might pull something from my EDH deck if it's something I really need, but that's only if I look at your wants list first. So what you see in my binder is what you get. Just don't send me a message saying, do you have this? Just look at the binder video and then you'll see, okay? This is one thing that, it just takes time out of my day that if it's like that. If it's a common or an uncommon and we're about to trade, and I asked you, generally what I ask when I trade, people have noticed, is I asked, what sort of things do you want for extras? I want to send extras that help you guys. I don't want to send some random janky foil or something like that. I like helping people complete decks that they're in the middle of completing. So if it's commons or uncommons, I'll ask you, and then you tell me, and then I'll be willing to look through. But don't just send me a random PM. I'd love to trade with guys, or with people, just people in general. I'd love to trade with you guys, especially new players. I find that introducing people to the community is just great. So just don't send me a message, do you have any excess X? Just let me know if you see something you want. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there, and you just gotta smile and move along, see if you can find someone else. Again, my collection's constantly changing, so you never know. Maybe in a week or two I'll have it. So someone wrote, I would like to play against you, MrLuBuFu. So I'll be honest, I have a Skype account. It's MrLuBuFu, exactly as it seems. Feel free to send me send an account or share contact info with me. I don't mind at all. The thing is, I'm currently a junior dealing with electrical and computer engineering, so oftentimes I am just overwhelmed with work, so I am not on very much. I'm trying to get it so I can have one night a week where I'm on, but it's really there's a lot of stuff going on right now, so my ability to play over Skype's kind of hindered in that sense. But you never know. I mean, if I'm on and someone says, hey, I want to play against you, and I have the time, I'm more than game. I'm more free over, breaks and summer especially. I should be more free, but other than that, yeah, just you never know. So next we've got someone who asks, why do you pull so awesomely always? And I'm gonna say, it's magic! you see what I did there? You see my play on words? Huh? Do ya? Yeah, if I need any more reference. Yeah, I don't know why. It makes for entertaining videos, and I guess it's a sign that Wizards wants me to keep making these. So I will. Okay, so the next comment says, hi. Oh, hi there. You have great timing.
I do?
Yeah, see,
for what?
I'm answering questions people left me on the internet, right? And see how this one says, you gay or something? Just calling them like I see them. And I was thinking that I could get you to tell them how long we've been dating.
You were gonna tell me about this win.
Now?
Okay. Well, you just want me to tell them?
Yeah. I think that should suffice.
Okay, well, we've been dating for 3 years and what, 2 months?
3 years, 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
At the time of recording?
Yes, exactly that.
Now, being that the internet is full of the people that we know and love, they're going to say, oh, you probably just picked someone random off the street and got him to say that.
This is just an excuse to kiss me, isn't it?
Yeah, it totally is. So there. Okay, now for the part of the video I know you guys have all been waiting for, the giveaway contest for my 229th subscriber. It's supposed to be 200, but it's close enough. So let's go with and say it's going to be a generic sort of contest. You have to like the video, favorite the video, subscribe to my channel. I mean, those three are the givens. It's going to be for 3 packs. 2 packs are going to be for first place, 1 pack for second. This contest will go on for, let's say, 2 weeks. So today is the 17th. So 2 weeks from today is Halloween. Plan for that one. So you just have to like, favorite, subscribe, and then down below in the description put some or what you want to see from my videos. I'm now a YouTube partner. I actually have been for a couple of months now. I just didn't want to mention it at the time. So I'm a YouTube partner. So I want to help. That helps me when I make my videos. I now want to give back to you guys and make content that you guys want to watch. So if you guys want to leave a comment down below and tell me what you want to see more of me, I would really appreciate it. I mean, if you can't come up with anything, you could say I don't know. That's a little sad, but I'd really appreciate to see what sort of things you guys want me to make. So it goes on for 2 weeks, 3 packs. I already mentioned all that. So there's the contest info. I look forward to giving away more packs, seeing you guys, and just seeing where this whole YouTube community keeps going. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I know this is a really long video. There's a lot of questions. Hopefully I made it somewhat entertaining for you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Again, you have to do that if you want and entering the contest. It's not too much work. I just really hope you guys watch the video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Generic outro like usual. And I'll make a video in 2 weeks showing who wins. And, it's a random number generator, so quality. I'm not based off quality. I appreciate quality, but I'm not basing it off that. Anyway, thank you guys very much.